Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button because we're going straight back into conference play after getting whooped last week. And we did boost Pritchard up by one awareness. He did get the player of the game on defense, and on the offensive side, I decided to give it to Mason Wynn strictly because he did have a good game receiving. He had 90 yards, and he has 17 receptions, 245 yards, which leads our team right now, and a touchdown. So it's nice to see the senior out there doing work. So first, let's just take a look at recruiting real quick. So looking at all of our top recruits, we're pretty much in first or second place, except for a couple guys. So this is where it gets interesting. I mean, once we get past our top five, it's kind of smooth sailing. Oliver Saxon, he's number one. Brandon Jones, Alan King. I mean, we can keep going down the line. All these guys we're in good position for, and even a quarterback, Jack Soul here, who might have a chance to get redshirted, probably is going to get redshirted, but then after that, who knows? He could eventually be the starter. You never know. But looking at the rest of our recruits, I mean, we're in good shape. I mean, we're going to have a ton of recruits, and I kind of hope that not all of them commit right away because I do want to have walk-ons, and I want to have transfers as well. I want to see other guys transfer from other schools. So I don't want to recruit too many guys. I don't want to have too many guys commit, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So one thing I did want to point out with our depth chart, Marcus Milam is going to start at quarterback still. I think he has a shorter leash, but I am going to run kind of a two quarterback system. So some formations, you're actually going to see Emilio Garcia in at quarterback, and it's kind of to give Milam a break. Because a lot of times he makes inaccurate throws when he gets tired. And then looking at slot corner, Anthony Lorenz is going to move up into that slot corner role, and he's actually going to back up at the free safety and strong safety position. So I do like what he does in coverage, but hopefully he can get on the field a lot more, and that allows Landon Watkins to kind of come on the field fresh. And especially since he's backing up free safety and strong safety, he's going to give Watkins still a lot of opportunities to come in and play in the slot. So I want to see him, and Cedric Walker is back here. He's got the highest awareness as a cornerback. So I do want to get him on the field sometime. I want to see how he does because, like I said, he has the highest awareness of any cornerback, and I just want to see what he can do. So let's just check out this matchup with Arkansas State. This is going to be kind of a tough matchup, I can't lie, because they do have a lot of offensive weapons. But if you look at their team, as I'm going to right now, they actually had an injury at the starting quarterback position. You can see Logan Bonner is in the redshirt freshman, only 74 overall, but their junior redshirt actually did get hurt. So he got hurt in the first game. Johnston White is their leading rusher, 486 yards, 5 touchdowns on 94 attempts. And then Bonner actually can run a little bit, so we're going to have to watch out for him running the ball. Chris Murray, the senior receiver, is going to be leading the way. White is actually going to be their second leading receiver, and Paschal, another senior as well. So they're going to have a lot of graduating seniors. So I don't know what the future for this team is going to look like come a couple years from now. Ellis Brewer is going to be their leading tackler and their leading sack getter. I mean, he's 2.5 sacks, 5 tackles for loss. He's going to be all over the field, and he's only a sophomore, so he's going to be pretty good come junior and senior year. And especially this game, we're going to have to contain them a little bit. So looking at the matchup against them, they are 32 in points per game. They are 3-1, 50 in pass offense, number 38 in total defense. So they're pretty much in the middle of the pack. They're not bad at anything and not great at anything. They're just good. They're just pretty good. But let's look at their schedule because I saw something interesting on here. So if you look at their schedule, they actually lost to FCS Midwest. I don't know how that even happens. That's probably the game where the starting quarterback did go down and Bonner came in, and they ended up losing by 3. But I don't understand. That team is so bad. So that lets me know that we kind of have a chance, because then they went on the road. They won at SEC Missouri, and then they won on the road at Memphis. Then they blew out ECU last week. So it just doesn't make sense that they would lose to FCS. But that lets me know that we probably have a chance in this game, and we're at home. So let's get into this action. Let's get it. Let's go. Conference play resumes here at Brooks Stadium. I'm excited for this game as we actually have more people in the crowd than our first home game, so that's a good sign. So now to start this game out, here is Marcus Milam coming back after a big loss last game. giving it to Cameron Yates. And one of the things I did want to do, I did want to run the ball a little more. And I asked you guys about running the option, and I decided to make it so that, I'll run it probably maybe, if I do it, once a drive at the most. That's at the most, but I probably want to limit that to like 5 per game. So here to start the game out, I'm running this double quarterback system, and here's Emilio Garcia, and he misses a wide open Sam Forbes on that one. So now on a 4th and 7, we got to go for it, man. I mean, our season can't get any worse than what it is, and we do complete a pass across the middle to Amari Manuel. Nice throw that time. So now Marcus Milam back in the game, this time finding Sean DeQuan, and he's going to get tackled by the face mask, and that's going to give us some more yardage. So this first drive is looking pretty good for us as we give the ball to Cameron Yates, and he gets a 5-yard carry. So now we are moving the ball inside the 10-yard line on a 5 wide. Cameron Yates runs in motion, and we get in for the touchdown as Cameron Yates gets us on the board for the first time this season. We score on the opening drive. Nice move that time, stumbling into the end zone. And I like to see that from my running back. So now back out on defense. Can we stop this offense? But right away, the first play of the ensuing drive, Johnston White runs the ball and makes a move on Darius Terry. But on the next play, here comes Darius Terry, and he gives him a big hit on that one. And look who's there to scoop it up, Alvin Jefferson. But look at this hit by Darius Terry after the first play of the game. He gives up a long run on the move. He gets his revenge right back. A huge hit that time by Darius Terry, and it sets us up back out onto the field with the offense. And what a start to this game it's been. So now back out on the next drive. Here's Emilio Garcia once again missing a wide open man on the outside. So now Marcus Milam's back in the game on a 3rd and 10, but he's getting hit on the throw, so the turnover goes to waste as we have to punt this ball away to Bonner. So here comes the redshirt freshman Bonner back out onto the field, this time finding his 3rd leading receiver, Dijon Paschal, who gets the nice gain that time close to the 20-yard line now, and they're starting to build momentum. You can feel it. Here's Justin McGinnis getting a nice catch that time on the outside. So on a 3rd and 2, running a draw play, but look who's there. Ryan Marshall. We've been waiting for him to show up, and he finally gets a tackle in the backfield as we do get them to settle for the field goal. So here is Cameron Yates back out onto the field, and I like what we're doing. We're giving the ball to him early, letting him carry the load a little bit, and here's a carry on a 3rd and 4, putting a move on a defender, and he's going to get stripped, and Wagner, the cornerback, is going to pick this one up, and he's going to run in for the touchdown. What a turn of events. Cameron Yates started out this game nice. I thought we would be able to build something with him, but he fumbles it up, and Arkansas State gets a defensive touchdown, and now we are kind of in a dump right now because we thought we were rolling in that first quarter, but right here to end the first quarter, we get hit on a throw on 3rd down, and that is going to be another punt for us in this game. So now on to the second quarter. Here is White this time getting a little revenge on Terry, but Terry comes back and strips him again as Danny Armstead picks this one up. But take another look at this again. I think his knee is down, and yes, it is down, so that play is reversed, and Arkansas State gets the ball back inside the 25-yard line. This time Bonner has all day to throw, and he's going to find an open receiver on that one. So now Bonner in this Arkansas State offense inside the 15-yard line, but nice play that time by Michael, Brock Thompson, and Ryan Marshall getting in for the tackle. But on a 3rd and 10, look at these two on the end, Sam Legate and Danny Armstead teaming up that time and forcing a sack. So we do get them to settle for a field goal, and that one's going to be off the crossbar. And Arkansas State cannot capitalize and they missed the field goal. So now we get the ball back. 4 minutes left in the first half. On a 3rd and 12, we make another mistake. Marcus Milam slightly underthrows his receiver, and the middle linebacker, Kyle Wilson, for the defense is going to come up with that interception. So 2 defensive touchdowns here for our Arkansas State in the first half. I mean, you take away those 2, and this might be a different score as Marcus Milam comes back out on the next drive, trying to throw to Cameron Yates, but just severely overthrows him. So now on a 3rd and 12, 3 minutes left in the second quarter, Marcus Milam's going to throw the ball deep, but doesn't have enough on it. It doesn't get over the top of the cornerback that time, and we're going to have to punt the ball away. So Arkansas State up 10 points, trying to put some more points up on the board. And here is Darius Terry in for another big tackle on Bonner. Logan Bonner trying to run the read option, not successful that time. So on a 3rd and 7, 2 minutes left now. Bonner's going to throw across the middle, somehow gets it to White, and White somehow avoids 2 tacklers, avoids the deflection, and he picks up the first down. So new life given to Arkansas State as he throws across the middle. Bonner, but look who's there, Cedric Granger. Cedric Granger, the freshman, is there for the interception. You haven't heard his name much up to this point, but that's because our defensive line, our linebackers are playing really well. And look at Danny Armstead forcing that throw. And now we are back in business here with our offense. So here we go. Trusting Cameron Yates. I'm going to give the ball back to him because, you know, he did make a mistake, but everybody makes mistakes. So on a 3rd and 4, here is Marcus Milam finding the backup tight end, Max Moriarty, there for the reception. So now here comes Cameron Yates one more time, getting to the outside. So almost a minute left in this first half. And here is one more time Milam finding Amari Manuel on the outside. So we are rolling on this drive. 45 seconds. Here is Sam Forbes running in motion. Remember, he had the big jet sweep in the beginning of the game, and he gets a nice 6-yard carry. So now inside the 10-yard line on a 3rd and 1. This time Cameron Yates finds a running lane, and he makes it to about the 2-yard line. So 30 seconds left. Marcus Milam under center. They're sending a blitz, and that's a cover 0 blitz, and they get in for the sack. So now still 2nd and goal, 24 seconds left. We spread out the receivers. Milam rolls out to the right, finds a running lane, and gets in for the touchdown. And that's going to be another touchdown. It's going to make this a game going into halftime as Arkansas State 17-14. But we are in this game as Arkansas State does start out the second half with the ball, as Bonner from the shotgun this time is going to roll out right, and he's running on this one, breaking the tackle from Terry, and he gets tackled. So now on a 2nd and 6, past the 50-yard line, faking the read option that time, and Bonner's going to get swallowed up this time by Donnell Hudson. Nice play by Terry, getting some penetration there and allowing Hudson to get in. So on a 3rd and 8, there is Anthony Lawrence. Remember, he got the start in the slot. He probably drops a pick 6, but it gives us life on offense as we are down 3 points with the chance to take the lead. And this time Amari Manuel's getting open for the catch. And on a 3rd and 5, running a read option, that's his strong suit. Marcus Milam, he can run a little bit. The opposite of Emilio Garcia, who's a bigger guy. He's stronger, but not as mobile. So now back out on the field with 4 wide receivers. Here is Sam Forbes getting open. And Sam Forbes, he is the impact player on the offense. He finds a way to get open whenever we need him to. So on a 3rd and 11, here is Milam rolling out to the left side on the 30-yard line, but forcing a throw. And Arkansas State capitalizes on the bad throw. Interception for Arkansas State, and they take back over. What a tragic drive. We had a chance to at least tie the game up. We were out of field goal position, mainly why Milam probably made that throw, and we had to give the ball back. So here comes Dylan Mack, back out on the field as he breaks a couple of tackles and gets past the 40-yard line. So now here comes Anthony Lorenz, who drops another pick. He can't believe it. Another interception dropped by Lorenz as he had 2 opportunities in this game so far. And look at Bonner back out on offense, takes advantage of the drop pick, and he's given new life as he breaks a few tackles and gets in for the touchdown. And that lead is back up to 10 points for Arkansas State as Milam comes back out on the next drive, finding Paco Ashton, who does get in the slot quite a bit, and he's there for an 18-yard reception as Cameron Yates tries to get the counter but gets tackled that time. Nice penetration from the defensive end that time. So facing a 3rd and 12, here's Marcus Milam in the pocket, rolling out right. Remember, he's a lefty. He's got to throw this one up, takes a big hit, and look who's there. Mason Wynn for the catch. And take another look. Milam gets absolutely clobbered on that one, throwing the ball up, and Mason Wynn goes and gets it. Nice catch that time. And that's going to keep this drive alive as Milam this time throws across the middle to Cam Dixon, the freshman, as he doesn't get much playing time, but he's a guy that in the future you better look out for as Marcus Milam runs a read option. And this time he barely gets the first down, but it's good enough as we come back out on a 2nd and goal. This time they're sending a blitz, and Kuzo gets in, and he fights his way to the 1-yard line, but all we need is one play to get in here. Jet sweep to Cameron Yates here for his 2nd touchdown of the game as Cameron Yates is impressing right now. He's showing that he's got some versatility once he gets the opportunity, and we are back out on defense. Can we make a stop here in the 4th quarter as they face a 3rd down running a screen play, and they're going to get the first down to Johnston White as Bonner is doing a pretty good job here, not making many mistakes here. And on a 1st and 10, this time throwing to the outside, finding Chris Murray for the 17-yard reception. So now on a 3rd and 6, another 3rd down. Here is the redshirt freshman Bonner throwing to the outside, and once again finding Paschal on the outside, and that's going to be another reception for these receivers. Another first down as Bonner on a read option on the next play breaks a tackle and pretty much has an open lane for the end zone. And that is going to be another 10-point deficit for Coastal. Can we keep it going? And on the first play, man, what a bad throw that was by Milam, missing a wide open receiver across the middle. So on a 3rd down this time, in the pocket, taking a big hit. So it is 4th down. We pretty much have to go for it because their offense has been hot. So on a 4th down, 5 minutes left in the 4th. This time Milam throws an absolute dime to Sam Forbes. It's like he can make the hard throws but can't make the easy throws, as once again misses another receiver across the middle, but another 4th down. Can we get it once again? And he does. He finds Mason Wynn. It seems like he makes these plays when it's tough, but the easy ones, like I said, he just cannot make. So now 4.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter, trying to get the ball to CJ Goodwin, and that one's underthrown, and Blaze Taylor is there for the interception on the outside. Take another look. I mean, that was just underthrown. Could have been thrown over the top of Blaze Taylor, and he takes advantage, gets the interception. And on the ensuing possession, here is Bonner finding Jamal Jones, the receiver, and that's going to be disaster because now they're set up at least for a field goal shot, but they don't want that field goal. Finding McInnes is Bonner, and Preston Mays just gets shook on that one as they go up now by 17 here in the 4th quarter. But now we just got to air the ball out. So on the first pass, the defender does not have his head turned around. Nice catch that time by Sam Forbes, as here he is getting the ball to Paco Ashton as Milam, and that's going to be a first down. So now we're moving the ball once again, down by 17. Here he is finding Mason Wynn, and that's an 8-yard reception. So now facing a 4th and inches actually a couple of plays later. This time Milam's going to roll out right, roll out to the left, and find Cam Dixon. So we're moving the balls on these drives, But look what happens. Marcus Milam takes a hit, and he is down, and that's going to force Emilio Garcia in the game. But on the first play, he's throwing deep, and look who it is. Preston Mays, the cornerback. He gets in and runs the fade route and makes it. He burns the corner on that one. Corner on corner action as he just drops it in. What a dime by Emilio Garcia. So we had to kick an onside kick, down by 10 points, 2.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. And Paschal picks it up. And we do have some good news. Marcus Milam is not hurt for the long term, but we decide to sit him out for the rest of this game. We don't want to risk him getting hurt for the long term, so we keep in Emilio Garcia, as this Arkansas State offense has just seemed like it's been impossible to stop here in the second half as they're running this read option. And look at this blocking. I mean, just absolute dominance by the receivers blocking downfield as Logan Bonner takes advantage, runs that one in for the long run. And now there's 2 minutes left here in this game. And here is Zorzula showing a little bit of life here towards the end of the game, getting a nice 56-yard return, at least setting us up for a possible touchdown opportunity. But here's Emilio Garcia once again, missing an open guy. I swear, it's these easy throws that it seems like we are just missing in this game. And Arkansas State is capitalizing off of these throws. So now a minute, 40 seconds left in this game as Garcia finds Mason Wynn one more time. He has a nice 89-yard game cooking here as Sam Forbes gets open, and he gets in for the touchdown. 25 yards. He puts a move on the corner that time. It seemed like nobody was guarding him, but it was just a great route ran by him, and one more opportunity. We tried the onside kick, but Arkansas State is there for the recovery. Looking at the stats for this game, pretty much the offenses were even, but I mean, they just capitalized with those 2 defensive touchdowns. You take those 2 away and we're winning this game, I think. And I got to give it up to some of these guys on our team. I mean, Cameron Yates stepped up in a big-time way. Only had 64 yards, but ran the ball really well when he got the ball. And Mason Wynn had a good receiving game. And Sam Forbes, I mean, Sam Forbes went over 100 yards. He was dependable. And I'm going to need him in these close games like that to run those precise routes, getting open. But our defense really showed up. I got to admit, they did. Ryan Marshall impressed me the most. I mean, he had 2 tackles for losses. He was just all around the ball this game. Cedric Granger comes up with the first interception of the season for us. And Darius Terry forces the first fumble. So this is a pretty good sign of things to come. We did lose this game, but if there's things to take away, it's our defense. Our defense is getting better, and it should happen. I mean, we're going into conference play, not playing these tough SEC schools, and I think we can build off of this. I mean, we had a good all-around game. We had to clean up the mistakes a little bit, but I think we did good. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, because next up, we're playing East Carolina. So if there's any winnable game on the schedule, it's this one. So you don't want to miss it. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.